I think the feeling of waking up and taking a huge line of meth for breakfast, or amphetamine. I don't know if it was methamphetamine or just amphetamine. I'm not a scientist, but it was kind of like I was an object or just like a creature of some sorts. It was like shoving a battery up my ass, kind of. And by that time I was taking so much so that the first line I would take in the morning, it was almost like taking heroin. Like I would just kind of nod off for a little while and almost fall asleep because it was, I would take such a heavy dose. And then I would just be like, all right, what am I gonna do with my day? And usually my day consisted of like looking for things, like looking for screws or pieces of electronics that I thought looked cool, and then collecting them. And I would think that I had all these projects going, and I always had these big ideas, but at the end of the day, I was just a hoarder, and I was hoarding all these things and all these cupboards and stuff at my ex-girlfriend's house. And I remember moving out from her house years ago, and like literally her whole kitchen was literally just stacks and stacks of microchips and like old synthesizers that I had taken apart and that I thought I was gonna like, I'm gonna make the sickest thing ever out of this. I'm gonna make a fucking computer. And then at the end of the day, I was just destroying everything, which was kind of for a metaphor for my life. You know, I was pretty much destroying everything around me and all my relationships as well. Quitting it kind of felt like, you know, losing a huge part of myself. I felt like I was never gonna be able to do anything creative again. I had to give myself time to let myself just be a normal person. And like, it's weird, like when you're a drug addict, like you kind of think you're better than everyone else in a sense, like you figured something out, you know? And I think I had to like first be kind of hard on myself and be like, listen, you're an absolute idiot and you're horrible to the people that love you. And then also from that, then be nice to myself and also show compassion and empathy for those around me and realize that my actions like affect everyone, you know, the things I say, the way I act. But yeah, I've rewired my brain to just try to be more thoughtful, I think, of how I am around people and not put people down for anything, unless they deserve it, of course.